Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2. As you can probably tell by looking at the map here, we are not playing the Shattered World mod anymore, which means that we can no longer play the House Lorraine that we were playing before. That character is no longer available to us, which is unfortunate. I thought about this long and hard, and I was very tempted to keep going with Shattered World, but I realized that the way that the Wars of Aggression were working out with my character, it was just going to be incredibly difficult for me to create any kind of power base. I probably should have known that before we started the LP. But in my defense, nowhere in the mod description or in the README that I was able to find did it mention the added casus belli for Wars of Aggression and Cultural Wars. I only found that on the forums after trying to figure out what the hell a War of Aggression and Cultural War rules were once I was already into the LP. So, I'm not going to blame the mod maker, but I don't really know how I was supposed to know that without, doing unnecessary investigation of the mod on the front end. So I'm kind of bummed that I don't get to keep playing the character, because the dynasty rather, because we had actually, despite getting our asses kicked in 2 successive wars for counties, we had some really cool things happen in the recent, actually on the last episode. We had our sister-in-law, the wife of one of our brothers, assassinate one of our other brothers. We then in turn, in a fit of rage, assassinated her, and that was publicly known that we assassinated her, so we took a hit to piety and I'm sure to people's opinion of us. Our children were imprisoned, 3 of our 6 children were imprisoned by the bastard Count Fietmar of Sundgau, and we had to ransom them back from him. And of course we conquered Nordgau and had it taken away from us by the Count of Metz, who just had some badass allies on his side. So I'm kind of bummed that we don't get to continue, because it was, I think, shaping up to be a pretty intriguing dynasty. We had a couple kids that were going to, be our potential heirs. Wilhelm, the first heir, was ugly. We had a daughter who had a hair lip. We just had some really untalented, unattractive family members, and it was going to be interesting going forward to see how that dynasty was going to fare. But 'tis no more. Now, I thought about this long and hard. I thought, okay, well, I'm going to switch back to the vanilla game. So how do I want to do it? I could start over again in a different county in 1066 when the game, initially starts, or I could, say, fast forward to where we left off in the last dynasty, January 1st, 1111, and pick the same county or similar, and just kind of pick up where we left off, even though this isn't the same universe. This is a different universe, different character, different, different people around him, different family members, different heirs, different counts that surround him, and dukes, and he's part of the, he'd be part of the Holy Roman Empire in the historical universe. So I opted for the latter. I could have started over, but I figured we spent 12 or 13 episodes getting not even 100 years into the game. This was going to be a long enough LP as it was. I didn't want to start over again from square one, I think. So this is actually going to provide us with a bit of a bump, because, as you can see here, there is no independent count of Lorraine. Well, none of the counts here are independent. They're all members of the Holy Roman Empire. But there is no even count of Lorraine. The ruler of Lorraine is Duke Dietrich II, and he is the Duke of Upper Lorraine, which consists of it consists of Pfalz, Metz, Lorraine, Saint-Ouen, Bar, and Verdun. So, quite a lot, actually. Now, if things had all gone well in our original LP, well, this is actually going to be the same LP playlist, but in our original dynasty, we would have had Saint-Ouen and Nordgau. So we would have had about half of what this Duke has. Duke Dietrich. But this is who we're going to play. We're going to play this Duke. So, in the LP now, we're jumping quite a bit in responsibility and power, and of course we also have a liege, which we didn't have before, Kaiser Heinrich IV of the Holy Roman Empire, who's a young brat of a man at 24, and he is impartial to me. I don't care for him, apparently. I'm 56, so I'm a bit of a geezer. And I have 4 vassals. Count Hugh, I'm going to say Hugh, of Saint-Ouen, Count Renaud of Bar, Count Siegfried of Pfalz, and Count Folmar of Metz. And of course we have Lorraine, and then I presume we also have Verdun. We must also be the Count of Verdun. So that's what we're going to do. I hope that you guys will follow me as I proceed here. We're shifting gears, I guess. It's still the same LP, but it's a different dynasty and a different setting, historical setting now. So things have changed quite a bit, but we'll get into the game here and we'll see just what it is we're going to be dealing with this character, with his family, and with his responsibilities. Now, full disclosure, I've only ever played a character with a liege once before, and did not play for very long before I lost, before I screwed up my dynasty and died and then didn't have any heirs. So I will say that it's entirely possible that I will botch this all up. I picked the Shattered World mod because I realized my strength, I think, was playing an independent count and building from nothing. Here, apparently that is not the case. You know, I'm not independent. I have some people under me, but I also have people above me, and I have to deal with that. You know, so that's what we'll be doing. Now, let's do some basic things first. Where is counties? Sure, duchies. De jure duchies. Oh, so Upper Lorraine is actually not all. Oh yeah, that's right. It's Bar, Saint-Ouen, and Lorraine. We knew that. So then, what is this duchy? What is it? De jure, though. De jure, it's the Duchy of Lower Lorraine. So I wonder if my character could form the Duchy of Lower Lorraine. No, he's not the Count of Verdun. Then who the hell is Verdun? Oh, Renaud of Bar also has Verdun. Okay. Right, what was I doing? Seeing if I could form the Duchy of Lower Lorraine. It's Metz, Verdun, and Pfalz, and Trier. I have 3 of the 4. Suppose I can't... Oh! Lower Lorraine. I see, Lower Lorraine exists as another duchy, even though it only has Trier of the de jure counties. Who is the Duke of Lower Lorraine? Godfried the 6th, even. Interesting. Alright. No, nothing there. Economy, whatever. Cultures, yes, that's... Oh, we have some conflict here. Frankish and German. Religion, we're all Catholic. Nothing to worry about here. What is this guy? Catholic, Christian. Catholic, Christian. Why is that a different color? Oh, holy site. Maybe that's why. Okay. What's our terrain like? Forested. Heavily forested. Oh, plains. 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 Forest. And plains. Okay. Dynasties. Opinions. People generally like me, it looks like. Especially in Metz, Lorraine, and Pfalz. Direct vassals. Family trade zones, no. Not much of a revolt risk. Independent realms, diplomatic relations, very good throughout, it looks like. I thought there was a way to view... Well, fine. We'll keep it on de jure duchies for now, even though that doesn't make much sense. But okay, so let's get to know our character. Duke Dietrich II of Upper Lorraine is 56 years old. He has a wife named Gertrude, age 33, she's rather young. And he has an heir, Simon Chatenois. I'm going to say the family name is Chatenois. I think that's how you'd pronounce that. Simon is also married to Adelheid Henriksdochter. These names are going to be a blast. Who's 16. My son is 30. That's a very young wife, son. He already has a daughter as well, Agatha. I have a daughter, Gertrude, 25. Is she married? She's not married. That'll be something to take care of. And I have a son, Dietrich, who is 11. Let's take a look at my traits first before I start jumping around here. Now, I kind of suck. I have no learning, 3 intrigue, 9 stewardship, 8 martial, and diplomacy of 11. Whew. And my wife has very good intrigue, decent stewardship, but otherwise middling. So I'm not getting much help from her. And state, I have 25 diplomacy, 21 martial, 24 stewardship, 29 intrigue, lots there. 13 learning, that's lousy. Well, that's something to work on. I have the traits Tough Soldier, which gives me a bonus to martial, a hit to learning, and a bonus to health. Temperate, which gives me a bonus to stewardship, an increase in church opinion, an increase in same trait opinion, and a decrease in opposite trait, which I think is gluttonous. Craven, I can't get rid of characters that are craven. The old Count of Lorraine in my previous dynasty was craven as well. Charitable, +3 to diplomacy. And honest, which is good for diplomacy, not so good for intrigue, but explains why intrigue is so low. I have a treasury of 63 gold, very low monthly prestige, very low prestige generally, very low piety. Well, this will be interesting. Parents are both croaked. I have 2 siblings, a brother, Count Gerhard of Santois, who's dead. My sister Beatrix Beatrix is married to Count Etienne of Bourgogne. Was married. He's dead now. So we'll need to remarry her. My son and heir, Simon, who's 30, has the following traits. Well, pretty even on skills, but none very impressive. Scholarly theologian. Learning +6, that's nice. Zealous, which I don't mind. Martial +2. Temperate, which he probably got from me. Lustful, which is an increase to fertility, which is also okay. And humble. Okay. Lustful and humble. So he'll need to crank out some kids. Looks like he's gotten a decent start on it. Wait, he's Frankish? Am I Frankish? I'm German. How the hell is my son Frankish? My wife's Dutch. Wait a minute. Who's my... That woman is not the mother of my son. Who's his mother? Hedwig von Vornbach, who is also German. Now wait just a minute. How the hell is my son Frankish then? He will be considered a foreigner when he inherits. Wait a minute. He has other siblings? How is this possible? Who are his parents? I'm his father. She's his mother. Was he educated by the Franks and took on their culture or something? What the hell happened? It's very strange. That's a bummer. My son Dietrich is German. Maybe I will have to... Well, let's see. What are our laws? Gavelkin. Divided among his children. I will be switching that. Maybe I should go to elective. I could make Dietrich my heir. That would solve the problem of having a Frankish ruler over German counties. That would be difficult. Well, it wouldn't be impossible, it would just make it more difficult. I could switch to elective. Could also switch feudal taxation. I should probably do that. Well, let's think about it. Let's, in the meantime, check out our council. Okay. We can work with this. We have Count Fulmar of Metz with a a diplomacy of 11, our Chancellor. Count Siegfried of Pfalz, a martial skill of 11, our Marshal. Conrad of Lorraine, with a score of 11 for stewardship. Our Spymaster Ehrman von Horns, score of 20, that's really good. And our Court Chaplain Bishop Werner of Toul, score of 13, which is modest. Where is our capital? Our capital is in Nancy, isn't it? Yes. Okay, well, let's do this then. Who is providing us the most taxes? Can't remember where I see that. Hang on. Well, nobody's providing us any taxes at the moment. I'm going to say it's probably Lorraine. We'll assign him to Lorraine to raise taxes. Oh, that's the only place I can assign him because it's the only place I control. That's right. Strange. I have a domain size of... potential domain size of 4, but I only hold 1 county. I wonder why I gave them all away. Spymaster, you will scheme in Lorraine. Court Chaplain... What do my bishops think of me? My bishop loves me more than the Pope. Good. Then let's do this. Let's have you research cultural tech in Lorraine. Let's have our Marshal research military tech in Lorraine. And let's have our Chancellor, Count Fulmar of Metz, improve diplomatic relations. What does our liege think of us? Does not care for me too much. Where are you, sir? Reigning in Nassau. Alright, that's where our Chancellor's going then. Improve diplomatic relations with the Holy Roman Emperor. Try to convince him I'm not such a toad. I already looked at our laws. Probably switch to elective here in a little bit. Technology, nothing really going on there. Levies, 646 personally, 600 from vassals. Okay. Intrigue. Nothing going on there. Factions, nothing going on there. And here we see that our bishop loves us more than the Pope, which is good. Well, vassal inheritance warning. There are vassals with worrisome lines of succession. On their death, their titles might pass from your realm. Count Renaud of Bar. You have no heir. You need to get married, man. Oh, I see. I can't arrange his own. Well, you're 21. God, I hope you get married. What can I do to encourage that? Wait, I have a daughter, right? And she's unmarried. Oh God. Kings, 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 kings. Doges, kings, dukes. What did we say we're looking for? Name? We're looking for, what's his name? I've forgotten already. Hang on. Bar. Renaud. Who's Frankish? Okay. No. This. Name. R's. R. M. O. P. R. Getting close. Reino, Count of Burgoyne. Reino, Count of Bar. Well, it's a little... I could do better things with my daughter, I suppose, but if I don't want to lose the county, he would say yes. He likes her skills and her age. And he likes the prestige. Gertrude and I would gain 3 prestige from marrying into House Scarponnois. And 0 from marrying a count. Okay. Well, get there, daughter, and start pumping out kids, because that man needs an heir in the family. In his family. Meanwhile, we need to pick an ambition. Well, we currently have enough children. We probably could lay off the children. I don't want to become... Oh, right. I could become one of the counselors of my liege. Right. That's a new option. King of Lotharingia. Yeah, that's ambitious. That was ambitious in the last dynasty as well. Let's try to improve intrigue. It's at 3. We need to get it to 8. Yes, it is poor. That is true. Okay. Let's go through these alerts, and then we'll finally unpause the clock. Vladislav favors himself as the heir. Oh, wait, so who's your heir? Friedrich of Swabia. You don't have a male son. You need an heir too, don't you? So his grandfather was Kaiser Heinrich III, your father is Kaiser Heinrich IV, and you are Kaiser Heinrich V. You guys need to think up some new names. Every duke favors himself. That must mean that the empire's succession laws are elective, I suppose. Oh, not every duke favors himself. Some favor Duke Friedrich. Whom do I favor? I don't know. Okay, well those are all done. So I'm pulling in 12 gold per year, basically. My fort has a level of 4.5, and I have 646 levy. We know that. Our counselors are all doing things. I think we might be ready to unpause the game. My son is married. Who else did we say we needed to get married? Our sister needs to get married. But she is probably not in my court anymore, is she? Where is she? She's at court in Burgoyne. Who's the current Count of Burgoyne? Reino, my nephew. Ah, my sister's son. I see. He's unmarried. Well, if my sister would ever come back, I would certainly, I'll invite her back. She'll say no. Oh god. She doesn't like me very much, does she? Well, no, she likes me fine. Here it says that she... Oh, I see. She just has a really, really high opinion of her son. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, no reason to move. Fine. Okay, well then let's get to it, shall we? We will unpause and begin the new dynasty. Oh god. The Knights Templar. A new Christian military order has been founded by a small group of wealthy knights, the poor fellow soldiers of Christ, and of the Temple of Solomon, or the Knights Templar for short. Wow, so they're known as the poor fellow soldiers of Christ and of the Temple of Solomon. Yeah, terrible name, guys. Knights Templar have sworn to protect pilgrims traveling through the Holy Land. The Catholic Church fully endorses the order, and this will allow pious Catholic rulers to call in their aid, though they will only fight against heretics and infidels. Non nobis domine. Grandmaster Alessio of Knights Templar. And King Ottone of Genoa, for some reason. Right. Okay. Jihad! Oh no! The great Sunni Caliph al-Mustazir has decided to call a jihad against the Kafirs in the Kingdom of Jerusalem. He urges all righteous Sunni Muslims to take up arms against the depraved King Baldwin of Jerusalem for the glory of Islam. Allah is merciful. What's terrible news? Let's take a look at what's going down. Oh, jihad for Jerusalem. The great Shia Caliph Al-Amir has decided to call a jihad against the Kafirs in the Kingdom of Jerusalem. He urges all righteous Shia Muslims to take up arms against the depraved King Baldwin of Jerusalem for the glory of Islam. Allah is merciful. Again, what terrible news! The Caliph is very young. King Baldwin's got his hands full. Let's go down here and take a look at what's happening in the Crusader states. We have, let's see, Ascalon, Jerusalem. The Kingdom of Jerusalem is, Jordan. So I think the Caliph is down here. Yes, in Cairo. And I imagine... No, not there. Where is the Caliph al-Mustazir? Yep. So that's the Sunnis. That's the Shia. Oh boy. We're going to be calling on our troops pretty soon, but I'm not really inclined to help out. The Germans didn't do much in the Crusades until much, much later. They were not involved in the first few, I don't think. Lord Mayor, oh god, what the hell? Hang on. My liege, peace be with you. I accept your suggestion that Gertrude and Count Renaud get married. Good. Excellent. Okay, now what? I'm not used to being a duke. There's alerts coming in all over the place. Duke Amadei III of Savoy has founded the Duke Amadei III for Holy Roman Empire faction. Okay. Gertrude Chatenois is no longer guardian of Friedrich von Hohenzollern. My daughter Gertrude was the Hohenzollern? Wait, as in like the Hohenzollern dynasty? Maybe they didn't. Hohenzollerns were the German family that that's Kaiser Wilhelm, right? Kaiser Wilhelm II was Hohenzollern. That's of course World War I, so maybe they weren't in power back then, but that's kind of cool. Right. So who are you, dude? Baron Friedrich of Zollern. Where the hell is Zollern? Fürstenberg. Okay. Alright, well your son is with me for some reason. No. Yes. You? Oh, you already have a guardian. Your other son is with me. And needs a guardian. Siegfried? I don't know. Who needs a better opinion of me? Hugh, Count of Saint-Ouen. It's not gonna... No. He might become Frankish. No. God, no. Germans, please. Germans. Yep, that must be what happened to my oldest son. Frank educated him. God, why would I do that? How about Georg, the mayor of Sauerberg? Sauerberg. Fine. Yes, there you go. Okay. Gertrude, yes. Got that. Gertrude is no longer guardian of Henrik? What the hell? God, who are these kids? You don't have a family. Are you an orphan kid? Fine, whatever. Crusade for Andalusia. His Holiness Pope Pascal II has been swayed by the cries for help from the Christian population in the Kingdom of Andalusia. He urges all able-bodied men of Europe to take up arms against the evil Sultan, Ali II of Almoravid Sultanate, in order to secure Andalusia from the clutches of the Mohammedan infidels. God will grant the pilgrims remission of sins in heaven. Deus vult, God wills it. I see. Oh wait, I wanted to see where Andalusia is first. Andalusia is southern Spain? I don't know. I think I'd see it up here, right? On the duchy level? Apparently not. Well, anyway. They're gonna kick the crap out of the Muslims in Spain. Meanwhile, my liege, Kaiser Heinrich V, has decided to institute limited crown authority law in the Holy Roman Empire. My status as his de jure vassal entitles me a vote on the matter. What is the current law? Imperial laws of Holy Roman Empire. Autonomous vassals. Their obligation to their liege are minimal. Free investiture. Bishops within the kingdom can be appointed by their secular lieges and will be more loyal to their liege. The Pope will not be pleased. 16 out of 211. Yeah, I'm gonna vote nay, sir. That's my vote. Okay, Gertrude. There's factions all over the place. Gertrude left my court. Good. Lord Mayor Uberto of Urbino has founded the Independence faction. Who the hell is this? High Almoner. Heir to the barony of... Okay, whatever. What is all this going on? I think you can delete all these. Yeah, there we go. Liege. This is my Chancellor, Folmar. My mission to Nassau has so far been a success. During my visit to the court of Kaiser Heinrich V of Holy Roman Empire, I seem to have managed to make him understand what a benevolent and peaceful ruler you really are, and he sends his regards. Humble Chancellor Count Folmar. Perfect. He will like me even more. Currently a -8. Oh, good. Local dignitary is visiting together with his pretty young wife. She wears a shining necklace, apparently some kind of priceless family heirloom. While he prattles on, your mind begins to wander. Suppose the bauble was to disappear. This could prove an excellent opportunity to better your skill at intrigue. Well, like in the previous dynasty, I'm going to make decisions, catastrophically perhaps, as if I was the character with these traits, not based on the strat. I don't want to make a decision based on strategy. I want to make it based on what the character would decide. Well, here's the tough thing. I'm trying to increase my prestige, but I'm honest and charitable and temperate and craven, for that matter. Oh, God. I think I would probably say no. Honesty would prevent me from trying to steal the woman's necklace. I'll have to look for another way. Duchy of Upper Burgundy, eh? Who's the Duke of Upper Burgundy? Oh, I don't know. I'm going to have to get used to reading this map now. I'm not used to all the duchies. There's all kinds of factions. Factions. Let's look. Factions. Where is it? Factions. In the Holy Roman Empire. Yeah, you don't stand a chance, buddy. Castle of La Fève. The Knights Templar have established a new holding in the county of Tiberias. Permission to settle there was granted to them by the noble Duke Jocelyn of Galilee. Their mighty castle will henceforth be known as La Fève. The infidels should tremble. Okay, now, what should we be doing? We should be switching, I think, to elective, because our oldest son is goddamn Frankish. Meanwhile, our youngest son, Dietrich, who's 11, is German, and actually could potentially have better traits than his brother. He's so far cynical and deceitful, so he's getting quite a bonus to intrigue. Bit of a hit to diplomacy, though. Well, I'm thinking let's switch the law now, because you never know when I'm going to die. This will piss off my son. But, that's okay. Let's do that. The ruler and each lower rank vassal, dukes if the ruler is a king, so all of my counts can nominate a successor from among themselves and legitimate children and siblings of the ruler. Dukes are valid electors in both kingdoms and empires. Elective succession is very popular with the vassals, but they will not approve if their liege personally holds too many elector titles. I only have one vote, so this could be a little risky, but I think my vassals generally like me. So I'm going to suspect that they will vote the way that I want them to vote. And then perhaps when my heir takes over, I would consider switching to primogeniture. Is that even an option? No. Holy Roman Empire needs to have high crown authority or absolute crown authority. Well, I definitely don't want Gavelkin. I want to switch it to something, and it looks like elective monarchy is my only option, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Doing that. Yes, go ahead. Right, now that changes some things. Nominating a successor. See, here's where it gets tricky. Should I keep it Simon for now and then switch it to Dietrich? No, I should just vote for Dietrich, because you never know when I'm going to kick off. I'm 56. Simon's going to be pissed. Oh, wait, did I not vote for him? How do I nominate? Dietrich, my son. He's my vote. That's my vote. Boy, I might have to... Unlanded sons. The following adult sons do not hold any land. Simon of Château. Simon Chatenois. I have to get used to that. Yeah, you're not getting any lands, buddy. Sorry. That will give me a hit to prestige, I think. But okay. Anyway, very difficult to keep the clock moving here because so much stuff happens. Yes, everyone's falling in line with my vote. That's good. Excellent. Excellent, 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 excellent. Count Hughes. Ah. Let's do something about that, shall we? Nope, nope, nope. Count Hughes. Where are you? You don't particularly care for me very much, do you? None of them are giving me any money. Because my laws don't require it, do they? Like, I gotta switch it. I need more cash. Well, maybe. Let's take care of something else first. Hang on. Hugh, you are going to be... Ward honorary title. You're going to be my High Almoner. That'll make you a little bit happier. Who else do I have that's not particularly thrilled with me? Mayor of Sauerberg. I'll save the other ones for now. I don't really care for my wife very much, apparently. Yes, so now Dietrich likes me quite quite a bit. How does Simon... Yeah, he's not too happy. Simon, you should get a honorary title. How about Master of the Horse? That's something. Okay, unpausing. Count Hughes favors Count Reyna. What the hell, dude? Your vote's going all over the place. Boy, all that just to get through 1 year. The church preaches celibacy, and my friends try to lure me into hedonism by showing me the pleasures of life. I can't really decide if I want to enjoy life or wait for heaven. Well, I'm kind of old. If I'm going to enjoy life, I better get a move on. Huh? I'm temperate, though. No, I don't think I would do that. I could take hedonism. Increased fertility and increased prestige. Or I could... celibacy. Yeah, I don't think I would... I'm... What am I? Temperate. Yes, temperance does not mesh well with hedonism, I don't think. All things in moderation, that's my motto. We'll take a look at the voting situation here. 4 votes to 1. Hughes favors himself. I seem to be in good position then. My liege, peace be with you. I have discovered a plot where Count Hughes of Santois seeks to fabricate a claim on the Duchy of Upper Lorraine. Your humble spymaster, Hermann von Horns. Well done, Hermann. Count Hugh, I put it to you that you're conspiring against me. Righteous imprisonment. We can try to imprison Count Hugh. We have a 56% chance of success based on our relative state intrigue. If we fail, he might declare war on us or flee to another court. Since we have evidence that Count Hughes is the leader of a plot, no one will object. Well, let's try to... What if we try to end the plot first? Oh, he will refuse, eh? You know, what kind of power base does this dude even have? He's only the Count of Santois. Santois has levies that are none too impressive, I don't think. I would say maybe I'll just wait it out. Let him, he's only plotting to fabricate a claim. He's not plotting to kill me as far as we know, so maybe I'll just let him do it. If he wants to rebel, I'll crush him in a heartbeat. I think. Fine. Thank you very much, Spy Master, for letting me know. I'll keep that righteous imprisonment option there, though.